D-Lo 404 Boxing. All right, y'all. You know, everybody has their opinions. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, mine aren't always popular. They're not always respected, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times I may say something that someone totally disagrees with, but that don't necessarily mean that they just go out of their way to let me know how ridiculous they think my opinion is. But one thing I heard today that I just feel like, yeah, it's someone's opinion, but you know, I just want to speak out on it. You know, Skip Bayless was talking about Jake Paul and talking about potential opponents with Shannon Sharp, and you know, him and Shannon Sharp were talking about potential opponents, and one of the things that came up was the potential fight with Tommy Fury, Tyson Fury's half brother. And you know, Skip Bayless went out of his way to make it a point to say that Tyson Fury is the most skilled heavyweight in the history of boxing. And I understand that that's that man's opinion, if he really believes that. But he has a platform, and you know, he put that out there, and you know what I'm saying, and a lot of people are gonna hear that, and I'm one of them. And I just want to say that I'm not gonna lambaste him for his opinion if he truly believes that. But if he doesn't truly believe that, I wish he'd stop saying that. If he does believe that, then I think he needs to watch a little more boxing. I think his boxing knowledge needs to expand past the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? If he thinks Tyson Fury is the most skilled heavyweight of all time. I'm not making this video to come on here and debate anybody about who is more skilled than Tyson Fury, or who I think throughout the history of boxing had more skill than Tyson Fury, and so forth and so on. I'm just gonna say this. I watched more than a handful of Tyson Fury fights, and while Tyson Fury has a unique skill set for a man of his size, and that his skill set works for him, I've also seen Tyson Fury look like an absolute klutz in the boxing ring. So let's not discount that. And I'm not going to say that in those moments that he looked like an absolute klutz in the boxing ring, that I came out and said, or that I felt like, man, this man has to be the clumsiest heavyweight boxer in the history of boxing. Nor would I say that, because I know that I've watched boxing for a very long time, and I've seen some clumsy heavyweights in the ring. And I also know that there is a large, vast amount of boxing that has taken place that I never got a chance to watch, and that I never will watch. So it would be foolhardy of me, even if I'm saying it to be disrespectful, to categorize or classify or label someone as the most anything in the history of boxing, knowing that the history of boxing far surpasses my memory and my intake of the sport of boxing. So when I hear somebody ready to champion or crown somebody as the best of anything, or the best to ever do something, even with Floyd Mayweather, the best ever, I have to question how much they really know about the sport of boxing, how much boxing they've actually watched, and how realistic they are with what they're saying. I said the same thing. I made a video about boxing, about basketball on my other channel, and it was about people saying, you know, guys like LeBron, Kobe, may he rest in peace, Michael Jordan, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar were the greatest basketball players ever. And I say that there's no way that the 4 greatest basketball players of all time, or any of those 4, or all of those 4, actually fought during my lifetime. Played ball during my lifetime. I find that hard to believe. So when I hear that, you know, people say the same thing about boxing, it makes me think that it's basically a byproduct of the microwave era. But that's all I got on that. D-Lo 404 Boxing. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.